All right. We just have one more. Okay, so welcome to this elevation class, I'm calling it. I don't know if any of you participated in the global meditations that were happening on Saturday. But this is sort of something that I'm trying to continue doing in the same fashion as like these people who are offering any kind of class or meditation or dance or anything that's elevating. We're really setting these really strong intentions by shifting out of fear and shifting out of anger or whatever those low emotions are that are keeping us stuck. When we're making the commitment to gather as you guys are and just carving out the time to come to this class, this is how we make change, right? This is being the change. And of course, yoga has always been an elevating practice. So there's not much different in the practice that I'm teaching today, as most of you have been to my classes before. But it's more just this, even though it's so difficult to practice in this way, and even though I'm had a really hard time figuring out all this technology, it's just something that I had to commit to. I have to keep trying. I have to keep doing my best to make it better, because not doing it isn't an option, right? It's I have to keep offering classes. I have to keep offering ways for the people in my community, the people who have been to my classes, ways for them to shift into this more loving, high vibrational place. And when you do it at home and you just disconnect, like from the fear or from the anger or whatever it is that you're feeling, and you do the class, even just if you feel great in the moment when you're in the class, that ripples out into your household, into your community. That's the nature of vibration. So it's a really powerful thing to do, just being here tonight. And it might not seem like a lot, but it is. It's a lot, and it will make a difference if we all continue to do that. And that's what I hope to see. I really hope that these global unity meditations happen every Saturday, so that we could just keep participating in this collective evolution, basically. What else did I want to say? So as usual, I can't see you.
We lost sound.
There we go. Well, am I back?
Yep, I'm good.
You can hear me? Yeah? Okay.
Yep.
Did you hear me the whole time?
No, I couldn't, but I can now.
Okay, when did you stop hearing me?
When you have the blocks in your hands.
Oh, okay, that's good. So it wasn't that whole time. Okay, so basically I was just saying, maybe I'm too far, to modify as you need to, of course, right? I can't see you, so I'm not able to, look at you and read your face and read your energy. So just be really mindful and honor your body, right? This is an inward practice, and it's all about connecting with yourself and where you're at, and honoring your limitations and supporting yourself however you can with whatever you have. So I was just suggesting, if you don't have one of these foam blocks, you could sit on a book or something like that, because often most people have a hard time sitting cross-legged for longer periods of time. But any modifications I can give, I will. And if it doesn't suit you, then of course, just find a way that will support your body. Okay, so we're going to tune in with 3 ohms. And for some of you who haven't heard, there's been a bunch of stuff happening in the Kundalini yoga community, and I've decided to just go to a traditional tune-in, a hatha tune-in with 3 ohms. So we'll rub our palms together, just creating heat and friction, stimulating, waking up our 72,000 nadis, energy pathways, meridians, a little bit faster. And then just bringing the hands about a foot apart, just noticing the energy, the chakras between the hands. And then bringing the hands together to touch in prayer mudra, with the thumbs resting on the sternum. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale deeply. Exhale. And inhale to chant the first Om. 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 Inhale deeply. Just suspend the breath for a moment. Lengthen the spine. And exhale. So we're just going to start with a quick reminder of the 2 breaths that we're using in this practice today. So the first one is just long, deep breathing, or diaphragmatic breathing. So let's bring our left hand onto our belly and the right hand onto our chest. And we begin by breathing deeply into the belly, sending the breath into the belly, feeling it expand, pressing into the hand, and then drawing the breath up into the chest. Pausing briefly at the top, and then exhaling from the chest first, and then drawing the belly in towards the spine, and you can push your hand a little bit, just making sure to exhale all the breath. And again, inhale, breathing into the belly, up into the chest. Exhaling from the chest first. And then drawing the belly in towards the spine. just continuing like that. This is our natural way of breathing, the way that all children breathe. And it's not until we're older and we start building tension in the ribs and the upper chest that we start breathing only with the big muscles and chest. So we're really strengthening the diaphragm. And just one more breath like that. When you're finished, you can just bring your hands to rest on your knees, bringing the thumb and index finger to touch. So that's our long, deep diaphragmatic breath that we'll be using in some of the movements today. And the next one is breath of fire, which I know many of you are familiar with. Breath of fire is a fast-paced, rhythmic breath that is equal on the inhale and equal on the exhale. And the rhythm is a lot like a pant. So it's except the mouth is closed and we're doing it through the nose. So if you have a hard time getting the rhythm at first, you can absolutely pant through the mouth first just to get that rhythm, and then try closing the mouth and see if you can do it with just the nose. I find that if you just focus on the exhale and the drawing in of the navel, because you're using the navel muscles just like we did in the long deep breathing. You're using the navel muscles to help expel the breath. And sometimes people will say that they feel like they get a bit of a headache or sometimes dizzy, and that's usually because you're not exhaling enough. So you're building up that CO2. So it's a really powerful pumping of the navel when we're doing the breath of fire. So we're just going to practice that in a pose called Ego Eradicator. So we're going to bring our fingers curled into the base where the fingers start, and our thumbs are just straight up like this. And then we're going to bring our arms up at a 60-degree angle. And we're just going to practice that breath of fire like this. So chest is nice and tall, and begin. Eyes are closed, face is relaxed, neck is relaxed. Keeping the tension in the hands and the wrists. Charging our electromagnetic field, our aura. And inhale, bring the thumbs to touch above the head and release the fingers. Suspend the breath and reaching up. And then exhale, just fanning the arms down. And bringing the hands back to rest on the knees with the thumb and index finger touching. Eyes are closed. Through most of the practice, just get in the habit of keeping the eyes closed and focused inward. Just resting there for a moment. Okay. Was someone else trying to join, but I don't know how to add them, so we'll continue. So now you're going to come to stand. So we're going to bring our feet hip distance apart and just bringing our arms up into a T, so the arms are parallel to the ground. And this is going to be our inhale. So each time we're lengthening the chest as we come to this position on the inhale. And then on the exhale, we're going to bend forward, bringing the right hand to the left foot and the nose towards the left knee. Inhale, coming back center. Exhale, folding left hand to right foot, nose to knee. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Just continuing like that. Powerful breath through the nose. Just moving at your own pace. Last minute here. And inhale, coming center. Suspend the breath. Exhale. Just taking a moment. Just feeling into the body. Feeling any sensations. And then maybe bringing the feet a little bit closer, just hip distance. Moving into a side bend. So on the inhale, we're going to lift the right hand up and over. On the exhale, bringing the left. Just moving at your own pace. It's more of a reach than a bend. Kind of pretend like you have a wall right behind your back. You should feel it all in the side body. Try not to collapse the chest forward. Powerful breath through the nose. And if your balance is okay, then your eyes are closed, focused on the third eye point. Last 30 seconds. Maybe speeding up the movement or exaggerating, reaching a bit deeper if you can. And inhale, coming center. Exhale. Again, just taking a moment here, just feeling the sensations of the body. And now we're moving into a forward fold. So keeping the feet hip distance apart. On the inhale, we're just reaching the arms up, looking towards the ceiling if you can, if your neck's okay. And we're coming into a little bit of a back bend. And exhale, folding forward. Powerful breath through the nose. Just moving at your own pace. Again, if your balance is okay, close the eyes. Just really feeling into this movement. Stretching and opening the chest on the inhale and bowing forward on the exhale. Last 30 seconds. And inhale, reaching up, suspend the breath, stretch. Exhale, release the arms. Again, just taking a moment here. And then slowly making your way to sit in a cross-legged position or a rock pose, using a block if you need to. We're moving into spinal flex. So the shoulders stay in line with the hips. The hands are on the ankle in front. Neck stays nice and neutral, slight tuck of the chin. And on the inhale, flexing the spine forward, lifting the chest. Exhale, flexing the spine back. So it's only the spine and the pelvis that's moving. Powerful breath through the nose. Eyes are closed. Focus on that third eye point. So we're working a lot with the spine today, and as always, to clear any energy that's trapped in the form of tension, blockages, pain. It's all just trapped energy. Moving at your own pace. Through the nose, focus on the third eye point, your center of intuition. Last 20 seconds. Inhale, center. Suspend the breath, lengthen the spine. Exhale. Just bring the hands onto the knees, palms facing up, thumb and index finger touching. Just noticing those subtleties between the poses. And now we're moving into spinal twist. So this one can be done either in easy pose with the legs crossed, or you can come into rock pose. You can also do this in a chair. Same with spinal flex if you wanted to do that at home on your own. It can be done in a chair. Okay, so arms are coming onto the shoulders, fingers face forward, thumbs face back, and the upper arms are perpendicular to the floor. So nice straight line, elbow to elbow. On the inhale, we're twisting to the left and looking to the left. And on the exhale, twisting to the right and looking to the right. Eyes are closed. Breath is powerful through the nose. We're working our way up the spine. We're working more on the thoracic spine, and you might feel it in the ribs as well. Notice if you're holding any tension in the face or you're clenching the jaw. It's going to limit how much you're able to rotate your neck. So just if you notice you're clenching, and just see if you can just relax the face, the neck, the jaw. Last 30 seconds here. And inhale, come center, elbows come up. Just bend the breath and lengthen the spine, reaching up. And exhale, release. Just bring the hands to rest on the thighs, palms facing up. And then we're going to make our way onto our back. So we're going to be doing leg lifts. So there's a few ways that we can do this. So the full expression is to have the hands alongside the body with the palms facing down. And we're going to glue the feet together, legs together. And on the inhale, the legs rise to 90 degrees. And on the exhale, the legs come down. Inhale, legs rise, exhale down. To modify, if your lower back kind of pops up, then you're going to take your hands underneath the low back, just tucking them between the low back and the pelvis, or the top of the pelvis, and that's going to help support the movement. You can, if this is still too much, then you can just bring one leg up at a time. Just continue with the breath. So inhale as you bring the leg up, and exhale as you bring the leg down, and that's a bit easier. Don't worry too much if your legs aren't straight. Just we're going to build that heat in the navel. And whenever you're ready, you can begin. Breath is through the nose. Really engaging those abdominal muscles. So you're pressing the navel in towards the spine, pressing the low back to the floor. And of course, if you need to take a break, then please do so and join back in when you're ready. Last 30 seconds. Really engage those legs. And inhale, bringing the legs to 90. And exhale, release. Just resting here for a moment. And then you're going to bring your knees into the chest, just tugging your knees, gently rocking on the low back. And then either turning onto the right side to come to sit, or you're going to rock up and down on the spine a couple times, making your way to sit. And from here, we're coming into a crow squat. So here you might need to use some props. If your heels don't want to go on the floor and you find yourself on tiptoes, then either roll up your mat, place a block under the heel to help you stay in this position. If coming down all the way into a squat is not available to you, then just any kind of squat is going to work similar muscles and open up the hips. So even if it's just a very light squat, that will work too. With the full expression, you're going to come all the way down, pressing the heels to the floor. And then we're going to wrap our arms around the knees and interlace our fingers in Venus lock. And from here, we're going to breathe that breath of fire. So give it a try. And if you need to pause and just breathe regularly, then just do that. And that will be fine. Eyes are focused at the third eye. And as you loosen up, start to lift the chest, lengthen the spine. Continue squeezing the knees in towards the body. Keep pumping the breath. Last 30 seconds. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Slowly release yourself onto your bum. And just release the legs. Just give them a little bit of a shake. And now from here, we're going to make our way into a straddle position. Again, if your back wants to kind of hunch forward, then find a block or a cushion to sit on so that your back can be nice and straight. So from here, we're going to lift the chest, lengthen the spine, and bend from the waist, finding that edge. And we're going to be playing with this edge. So the inhale, we're going to lengthen. And then on the exhale, we're going to bend from the waist, but bring the nose down to the left knee on the exhale. Inhale, rising back up. Exhale, folding over to the right. Inhale, lengthen, nice straight spine. Exhale, fold. Just moving at your own pace, following the breath. Again, closing the eyes. Last 30 seconds. You're probably feeling heat in the low back. You're always either generating energy or releasing energy, or both. And we hold a lot of tension in the low back and the hips. So just let that heat build. And inhale, center. Well, continuing here, we're going to exhale forward now. Inhale, exhale. Doesn't matter how small the movement is, just working with your body and just accepting and being grateful for your body, no matter what the limitations are. Just giving yourself gratitude, again, for just being here, for taking the time. And inhale, lengthening the spine. And exhale, folding forward. And just resting in this folded position for a moment. So support yourself however you need to. And just letting the breath Be slow and deep. Just relaxing the upper half of the body. And inhale. Exhale. And inhale, slowly rise. And from here, we're going to come on to our belly. We're going to be moving into Cobra pose. So a few different variations here. Our feet are just flat on the ground. You can have about hip distance apart if you need to. So the full expression is to bring the hands under the shoulders, and you're going to press up, lifting the chest and looking up. Now, if you want, if this is too much and there's any pinching in the back, then you can bring your hands, walk them forward for a lot less pressure on the spine. You can come onto the elbows, just lifting the chest and looking up. If you have any issues with your neck, then don't look up, just keep the head neutral. And you can also just have your hands under the shoulders and just pressing up a very little bit and looking up. So just be mindful. There shouldn't be any pinching at all. It's more of a lifting of the chest sensation. So we're always lengthening the spine, reaching and lengthening. So finding the variation that works for you. And in this pose, we're going to be using the breath of fire again. Of course, if that's not working for you, then long, deep breathing is fine too. And begin. Eyes are closed, third eye focus. See if you can relax the face and the neck. Relax the shoulders down. Last 20 seconds. Keep lifting. And inhale. Suspend the breath, lengthen the spine. And exhale slowly, slowly, one vertebrae at a time, releasing yourself onto the belly and just turning your neck to one side. And then turning your head in the opposite direction, breathing into the low back. And then bringing the hands back underneath the shoulders. And on an inhale, you're going to press up and back into child's pose. Just reaching the arms forward, bringing the bum to the heels, forehead towards the floor. If your forehead doesn't reach the floor, then just using a prop so that your head can rest on something. Just relaxing the whole body. Knees can be together or apart, whatever's most comfortable for you. On the inhale, you're going to bring yourself back up. Coming to sit in a cross-legged position. So from here, we're moving into Sufi grind. So it's a lot like hula hooping. So our hands are on the knees, and we're just drawing a circle with our torso. So just moving in one direction, making a big circle. Eyes are closed, just really feeling into this movement. Breath just natural. And switching directions, circling in the other direction. Really releasing anything that's still stuck, anything stubborn. And inhale, coming neutral. Exhale, just flipping the palms over, bringing the thumb and index finger to touch. Keeping the eyes closed. Just noticing the sensations in the body. Just noticing how different you feel. And then from here, we're going to be doing a brain exercise. So again, you can either stay here in a cross-legged position or you can come to sit on the heels. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring our hands into fists, tucking the thumb in. And then we're going to bring the arms up above the head, which I see you can't see me. The breath is just going to be natural, and we're just going to first release the index finger and then bring it down. Release the middle finger, bring it down. Release the ring finger, bring it down. Release the pinky and bring it down, keeping the thumb tucked in the whole time. So arms are nice and straight, eyes are closed, focused at the third eye point, and just letting the breath be natural, and just keep working the fingers as fast as you can in sequence. Trying your very best to only lift one finger at a time. And wherever you are, just inhaling, exhale, release the arm. Just relax the arms alongside the body. And from here, staying in rock pose unless you need to switch positions. For this movement, this is a heart-centered kriya on its own. So what we're doing is we're going to bring our arms in a T position on the inhale, and then on the exhale, we're going to bring our hands, our fingers are about 4 to 6 inches away from each other and directly in front of the heart center. Palms are facing down, so it's inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And as you kind of get the rhythm, then start to speed up the movement. Eyes are closed, focused at the third eye point. Powerful breath. So these arm movements work on the meridian that connects to the heart center. So we're opening the heart, we're opening the energy channels that lead to the heart. So we really want to be living from a heart-centered place. With an open heart, we have more compassion, more kindness, we're more humble. And that's really what this time, this intense time for all of us, is asking of us, that we find our humanity in the challenging times. I always think this analogy, are you going to be one of the people that hoards all the toilet paper, or will you actually, give it out to somebody who doesn't have any, right? So we want to be, if you have a closed heart center, you're the one hoarding things. And if you have an open heart center, then you already feel supported at all times. And you're kind and willing to give freely because you know you'll always be supported. Last 30 seconds. Feeling that burn. If you've got no sharp pain, then just see if you can meet the challenge. And inhale, arms out. Suspend the breath, hold. Focus on the heart center. Exhale, release the arms. From here, we're going to move back into a cross-legged easy pose. For shoulder shrugs, so hands are on the knees or the thighs if you're in rock pose. And on the inhale, we're shrugging the shoulders up towards the ears. And on the exhale, we're forcefully releasing the shoulders down. Make sure that the neck is neutral and the chin is slightly tucked and the spine is nice and tall, and using a prop if you need to support the spine. Just give me a quick moment here to adjust the music.
Elisa, we can't hear the music anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I wondered,
it's
which is okay. That's okay. But you can hear my voice okay.
Excellent, yes.
Perfect. Good. Okay. All right, so let's begin. Really releasing anything, any worry, any anxiety on each exhale. Just letting it go. And of course, moving at your own pace. Last 30 seconds. And inhale, bringing the shoulders towards the ears. Hold. And exhale, release. And from here, we're just moving into a gentle neck roll. Just letting the breath come naturally, choosing the direction to circle the neck. And switching directions. And coming center. And exhale. And now you can make your way into Savasana, finding a blanket or a cushion to support the body. Begin to relax the feet. Relax the ankles. calves, knees, thighs, and hamstrings. Relax the pelvis. Breathe into the belly, relaxing all the abdominal muscles. Relax the low back. Chest. Shoulders. Upper arms. Forearms. Hands. Relax the neck. Unclench the teeth. Just allow the tongue to rest on the upper palate. Relax the eyes and the forehead. Just giving yourself permission to leave the physical body and integrate the practice. And begin to bring your awareness back to the physical body. Just deepening the breath. Wiggling the fingers and the toes. Rotating the wrists and the ankles. And then reaching the arms above the head, pointing the toes, stretching the body. And then drawing the right knee into the chest, give it a squeeze. And then using the left hand, draw the right knee over the left leg into a side body stretch. And inhale, coming back center. Release the right leg. Draw the left knee into the chest. Give it a squeeze. And then using the right hand to guide the left knee over the right leg. And inhale, coming back center. Drawing both knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug. And then begin rubbing the soles of the feet together and the palms of the hands together. Waking up those nadis. And drawing the knees in once more. And rocking up and down on the spine or rolling onto the right side. Taking yourself up to seat. So I'd like to do a meditation. Can you guys hear the music at all now?
No.
Not at all.
I think it's because you're wearing earbuds?
Mm-hmm.
The volume that we're hearing is directly from you because you have the earbud. Are you able to maybe take an earbud out and put it on the floor to see if it'll connect with the music?
Well, I kind of had all this figured it out before. See if I can turn this up. Should be working, but I don't want to sing on my own. but I could take the earbuds out for now.
The music's coming through very faintly.
Oh, is it? Okay, well maybe we can do this then. I'll just turn this up, but I don't want it to be really loud.
That's actually a nice volume. I like that.
Awesome. Okay, I'll pause it for a quick moment. So the meditation we're doing is Ramadasa. I think all of you have done this one before. So it's Ra, Ma, Da, Sa, Sa, Se, So, Hum. And the hand movements that go with it, start with our hands in prayer. Ra, Ma, Da, Sa, Sa, Se, bringing the tips of the fingers onto the third eye point. And then So Hum coming into prayer, up and around, back to the heart center. So this is a healing meditation, and it's also a meditation that you can visualize the energy rising up the spine as we're doing it, right? So we start at the lower spine, and then we raise the energy up to the third eye point, and then out the crown, and come back to start. So let's put the music on. Let's hope this works.
We just lost music.
Let's try and take my earbuds out. Better? No. Technology. to out with longtime sun.
May the longtime sun shine upon you. Oh, surround you. And the pure light within guide your way on. Guide your way on. May the longtime sun shine upon you. Oh, love surround you. And the pure light within guide your way on. Guide your way on. May the longtime sun shine upon you. Oh, love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way
Oh, that was far from perfect, but thank you so much for
For Rose,
sharing that space. Hopefully
Thank you.
we'll do it soon. You're welcome. Have a good night. Hopefully this all is over soon and we can all gather in the yurt again.
I'm very grateful for this. I appreciate you doing this for us.
Oh, thank you.
And I miss your yogi.
I know. Actually, I was going to do a video on how to make it, but that's hardly the same thing. But and then we could have tea after. Chat.
That would be nice.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Oh, make sure everyone goes outside and checks out the pink moon tonight. I know
Mhm.
Angel will.
Yes.
I've seen some pictures from the UK already. It's amazing.
Oh, wow.
Watch that. So, should we take a look? It looks like it'll be clear out. So
We've had mixed sun and cloud today in West Kildonan, so I'm hoping it's clear tonight to enjoy.
wow.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a special one. All right. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. Satnam. Yeah.
Sat Nam. See you soon.
Yes.